Emmanuel Macron arrived in Mumbai today on a 3-day official visit to India. His 4th visit overall and first to the city of Mumbai. The French President was met at the airport by Maharashtra's Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis and Deputy Chief Minister Eknath Shinde. Now, Prime Minister Modi and the French President will meet and review progress in the India-France strategic partnership and exchange views on key regional and global issues in Mumbai. They will also jointly inaugurate the India-France Year of Innovation 2026 with focus on AI, deep tech and clean energy. The day's schedule includes bilateral talks at Lok Bhavan, followed by exchange of MOUs and a joint press statement at the Taj Palace Hotel, as well as an evening cultural event at the Gateway of India. Meanwhile, defense ties will also be in focus as India's Defense Minister Rajnath Singh holds talks with his French counterpart, Catherine Vautrin, in Bengaluru to boost defense cooperation and industrial collaboration between India and France. Now, India and France are set to deepen a wide-ranging strategic partnership with the launch of the India-France Year of Innovation 2026, a year-long initiative focused on deep tech, AI, quantum research, semiconductors, clean energy and startups, with over 110 French companies engaging with India. And defense cooperation in the midst of it all remains a key pillar. India has approved the acquisition of 114 Rafale fighter jets, the largest defense deal in its history, with most aircraft to be manufactured in India in partnership with Dassault Aviation, significantly boosting domestic defense production and air power. Naval capability is also expanding, with Rafale M fighters set to operate from INS Vikrant and INS Vikramaditya, alongside growing cooperation in helicopters, Hammer and Scalp missiles and Make in India defense projects. Beyond defense, ties extend to nuclear energy through the Jaitapur project, clean energy collaboration, trade expansion beyond $15 billion, and strong historical and cultural links, making the India-France partnership one of the most trusted and comprehensive globally.
Namaskar from Mumbai. The President of France, His Excellency Mr. Emmanuel Macron, has arrived in the city of Mumbai. He arrived yesterday late in the evening. There are two aspects to his visit to India this time. One, he will be holding bilateral talks with Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi later this afternoon here in Mumbai. And thereafter, he travels to Delhi to attend the AI Impact Summit. As you know, there's so much that is happening between India and France, two strategic partners in the fields of digital technology, in the fields of innovation, student mobility, culture, defense, security, green pathways, and a lot more. All these issues will come up for discussion when the two leaders meet this afternoon. Thereafter, we'll have the celebration of India-France collaboration in the field of innovation. There are several programs to celebrate this beautiful partnership, and of course, we have a colorful delight awaiting you at the Gateway of India.
Now we have Ambassador Veena Sikri, former Indian diplomat, Ujjal Singh Bhatia, former ambassador to the WTO, and Major General Rajan Kochar, defense and strategy expert, joining us. Thank you all of you for taking time out to be with us here. It's an important day, Ambassador Veena Sikri. You know, the French President is here. Not very long after we signed that all-important mother of all deals with the European Union. So trade is something that's already been opened up with that, with that deal with the EU. So French wines and champagne are expected to get, cheaper in India. But this visit is a lot about defense and strategic affairs, isn't it?
Very much so, but I think you have to also really appreciate the vast nature of the cooperation between India and France. It's amazing that there's not a single area of cooperation that is left out. I mean, from digital technology to space to defense. I mean, this is really something that we can appreciate. And this is, as you said, President Macron's fourth visit to India. He was the chief guest at the Republic Day in 2024. In 2023, he came for the G20 summit. And of course, our prime minister was also there in France in 2025. So over these years and over the strategic partnership, we have evolved with France a tremendously deep sense of cooperation. As you said, even the 114 deal for the 114 Rafale fighter jets, this is the largest ever concluded by anybody. And so you can imagine how deep and long-term the impact of the India-French defense cooperation is going to be. We also know that the annual defense dialogue between India and France is taking place in Bengaluru right as we speak, and they're going to review the pattern of our defense cooperation for the next 10 years and evolve new areas where there's going to be, we know that we're going to have jets going for the maritime use also on our aircraft carriers and everywhere. And this India-France Year of Innovation. This is a very unique aspect of the relationship between India and France. It covers culture, innovation, digital technology, skilling. It's just amazing how India and France, the people love to meet each other. I think under the India-EU trade deal, and now we're going to sign something with France as well, the mobility of our people in going to France, whether to study, whether to work, this is going to increase a lot. And you're going to have a lot of more interest in Indian students and Indian scholars and young professionals going to France. Already there's a big increase in their going to Germany, but now we do expect that even with France, that, India and France also have a Horizon 2047 roadmap, right? 2047 is the year of Viksit Bharat, when we hope to become a developed country, and we are very well positioned to do that. And I think France's role in that in the international level is going to be very major, and we're going to review that. How are we going to work towards French involvement? What are the sectors in which France can be fully involved in for the Viksit Bharat? And this is part of the Horizon 2047 roadmap that we have agreed with France. And of course, President Macron's participation in the AI Impact Summit in Delhi is going to be unique. President Macron has always been a great supporter of all Prime Minister Modi's initiatives. You recall that even for the International Solar Alliance, President Macron had been side by side with our Prime Minister in inaugurating that alliance. And now for the AI Impact Summit, which is the first such summit to be held in the Global South, President Macron is right there to side by side with our Prime Minister to discuss how we can increase our collaboration in this and to give their own contribution to this. So all in all, it's a very, very important and significant visit, carrying forward what we have already achieved, but really mapping things for the future as well.